Hello, this is Amanda with From Where I Stamp near Kingston, Ontario. And how do you know which designer series paper to buy? Designer series paper is some of my favorite product because there are colors. You can just buy the designer paper instead of the whole suite. And if you don't like one side, maybe you'll like the other side. So there's lots of options why designer paper is awesome. Now today I'm using the Rain or Shine 12 by 12 specialty paper. And what makes this specialty paper is, I'm going to see if I can show you here on the screen. Let's see. So see, it has like a clear embossing. So like this little bunny, the shirt is clear embossed with the rain droplets and the water puddle. And then some of the umbrellas here have some clear embossing on it as well. And then this raindrop paper, which is like gorgeous. Oops, hold it upside down. This gorgeous raindrop paper has clear embossing on it as well. So sometimes you pick a designer paper because you love it. So these are some of my favorites, or some that I've purchased. So By the Bay specialty designer paper. And so really beachy, East Coast beach. That's what it tells me. Tea Boutique. Not my favorite, but I love the purples in it. So a lot of the really florally parts I'm not using, but you can use the opposite side. Regency Park. This is one in the recent new mini catalog, the January to April, and it's fun and enjoy the journey. It's another interesting one. I did purchase the suite, but I can see a lot of things you could do with one side or the other, especially that dark blue in the top right corner. That looks like a starry sky, which would be pretty cool for some scrapbooking. Hues of Happiness, cutting out those flowers, even if you don't have the dies, is something you can do. And then this is the Rain or Shine specialty paper. So it has some fun, clear embossing on one side, but then the opposite side. So the first page of the top left with the fox and the turtles and the rabbit, that's what I'm using today. Then the next sheet beside it, the pink stripe, that is the back of that designer paper. So that's how it's shown in on my online store. In the catalog, it's a little different. So I'm going to grab the catalog here. So when you look at, say, Rain or Shine, so there is a whole suite for this. So there's a stamp set and dies and embossing folder, all that lovely stuff if you want it. I'm not really a big fan of this suite, but I purchased it because I wanted to try something new to see why it was the specialty paper. And also because I can cut out these little fun characters to use on a card or scrapbook page without needing to purchase the stamps or even the dies. But I never noticed the little like bridge and the kite and the stump. So maybe I'll have to get it after all. But there's some fun little loose daisy embellishments, and then the raindrop embossing folder. So we'll see. But here is how the paper is shown in the catalog. So here's this page I'm going to be using here. So it shows you the A side and then the B side. So one side, then the other. So you know what the designs look like. And also in the catalog, they show you the colors here along the bottom. Now, if you don't have a catalog and you live in Canada, I'll put the link below in the description of where you can request the catalog. Now, the other thing too is the package the designer series paper comes in will, share with you the colors right here on the packet. And the specialty paper usually comes in like a container that you can reclose up, a bag. So I put my cuts on one side and my full sheets on the other, and then I print myself a sheet so I know what's inside. All right, let's get to card making. So these two pieces I'm going to use on my card. They're for my card. But I grabbed, or I cut out, or I took one sheet, because there's two sheets of each design. So when you're looking at this paper here, there are 12 sheets. So it shows you 12 sheets in the photo. But if you don't want to use one side, then you have two sheets of the same design. And sometimes that can be hard when you really love one design over any of the others. All right, so I've taken the paper and I've cut these out. Now, it may work with the dies. Where'd my catalog go? Oh, there it is. So some of these you might be able to cut out with, like there's the fox holding the umbrella there and the bunny rabbit. I don't think it cuts out the puddle though, and the turtle. So those three things can be cut out with the dies if you have them. If not, a trusty pair of sharp paper snips does the job too. Or I have another option for you. All right, so we're going to put these pieces aside because I don't need them. Oh, wait. I need this one. I put little marks. See, there's little marks on this turtle. I'm going to do some die cutting. So I wanted to show you that you could fussy cut or die cut these out. And we're going to use the fox on our card today. But I also wanted to show you because until February 28th, Stampin' Up! Has this, what they call their join special. So it's a starter kit special that if you purchase their starter kit, you get a mini machine included. So there's 3 different options for this. And the best one is you get the mini, either this one or a boho blue. And it's an $86 value. Then you get to choose $225 of product, and you would pay $175 for it. So there's the blue color, there's the boho blue, and it's an awesome value. And then you get your discount when you order next. So you have a 20% discount. And then here's the white one. So this, I'm using the white one. Demonstrators could pre-order or order the boho blue one, but I really don't need 2 mini machines. I have the big one and I have the small one. The mini machine one is just peachy keen for me. So I've used the Stylish Shapes dies to die cut out this little turtle. He's just adorable. His shell has that clear embossing, if you can, there we go, if you can see. All right, so I've die cut him out. So I did have to cut, I put the die on the paper and I traced around it a little bit so I knew where I could snip, because the Stampin' Cut and Emboss Mini is only 3.5 inches wide. All right, and we're just gonna, just because I want to show, we're going to cut out our little bunny using the same technique, because I wanted to include that puddle. And then we just slide that through, hang on to the handle, through it goes. When you're done with it, you just slap those up. I like putting my dies on a magnet sheet. So then we have some die cut images and some fussy cut images, so you can decide what you want to use on your project. All right, so let's put our card together. We're going to use Mr. Fox. And when I was choosing colors for this, I wasn't sure about what card to do on the bottom. So I have all the colors. You don't have to have all the colors, but if you have a couple different colors, try weird ones. Try the ones that are on the paper, like Old Olive or Balmy Blue or Flirty Flamingo or even Mango Melody. None of them worked. I even went, okay, well, let's pull out the basic gray. Maybe that'll work because there's some gray. No, that didn't work. Oh, whoops, I forgot to die cut a circle. So I grabbed Very Vanilla, which to me is weird because the paper uses white as its base. So I'm like, no, usually the white and vanilla for me just, they don't work together. But it actually kind of does. So let me know what you think in the comments if you like the vanilla with the white designer paper. I'd love to know if that's something I need to do more often. Usually it's one of those, I don't want to say taboo, but one of those things I just don't do. it's either you use all white or use all vanilla. So we have our circle because Mr. Fox needed something behind him to make him pop out a bit. All right, so we're gonna use some dimensionals. I love the mini ones because they're smaller. I feel like I could put more of them on and not feel like I'm wasteful. Okay, so we have this card and we have these two pieces, and you can put them like this, but we're going to off kilter them a bit because it's raining and nothing stays straight, especially your umbrella when the wind's up when it's raining. All right, so we're not going to do straight on the card because it's going to be a blustery day card. And sometimes picking a sentiment to go with this, oops, almost put my umbrella upside down. Probably should put them right up. Picking a sentiment to go with it can be a little difficult, but you can either use the stamp set that's in the suite, or you can pick a different one. So look through your stash, see if there's something that you like the font. Before I put my fox on, I didn't really plan out where my sentiment was going to go because that was silly. But we're going to use the Art Gallery stamp set, and I think I'm going to use it because it has this nice font, and I'm going to put on there, I miss you, or maybe not I miss you. Let's see. Best wishes, I'm thinking of you. Could be happy birthday. Let's do happy birthday. It's not a dreary card. It's nice and bright. So I think that'll work. Okay, where's my little... I don't use this little guy enough. This is Block G. And it's perfect for some of these sentiments. All right. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to take this Very Vanilla. And actually, I am going to be crazy. And I'm going to stamp it right on the card. And we're going to see how this works. All right. So we have Memento, we have Balmy Blue, and we have Cajun Craze. And I think I'm going to use Cajun Craze because I think Balmy Blue will be too light and the black will be too stark. But the black works with the lines. But let's just use some Cajun Craze. Cajun Craze is not one I usually use, but I love the color on Mr. Fox. All right. So we want to make sure, especially with the photopolymer, we can see through. Make sure you're going to stamp it the right side up. So you might need to have, say, an extra piece, either some like printer paper or something, if you wanted to check your stamping to make sure it looks straight, that you have it on the block correctly, and that you're not going to mess up like maybe I hopefully don't here in just a moment. All right, make sure I don't have any ink around the edges. Try not to hit my phone. Oopsie. Oops, I did not make a mistake. That was lucky. All right, there's my happy birthday up at the top. We're just going to clean this happy birthday stamp really quick using the Simply Chamois. And then we just take off the backings. There we go. Okay, fine. The backing's not coming off that one. C'est la vie. And then let's see. Mr. Fox can go right there. So there is a birthday card using the Rain or Shine Designer Series paper. And the other thing I wanted to tell you was the link for the products I've used will be down below in the description. And also, I'm going to put this back up on the screen because I cannot remember this one. These slides. The paper pumpkin for February. So if you sign up by February 10th, this kit, this paper pumpkin kit, coordinates with this suite. So the paper, designer paper, if you have it with that special clear embossing, you can use it with the paper pumpkin kit. So I'm gonna get this paper pumpkin kit and the add-on, because the add-on cuts out some things. There's an add-on that you look over on the right side. I think it cuts out at least the frog, and I think I'm not sure whether it's the umbrella or the cloud, but I can't remember. But the link to figure out, not to figure out, but to find more information about it is paperpumpkin.fromwhereistamp.ca. And if you do want to purchase that starter kit, you'll want to go to join.fromwhereistamp.ca. So those links will be down below, as well as the product links. If you wanted to purchase the items to make this cute little card, you can do that. And we'll see you next time.